Hello, girls, guys, or otherwise. This is Rich, and I know this is coming up late because I'm recording it late. However, this was supposed to be Christo-Pagan Sunday, the Monday edition. Let's just call it that, the Monday edition. So, in this series, I'm going to try to do these the last Sunday of every month. We're going to do some spellcrafting from biblical texts or sacred texts. Maybe we'll venture off into other texts. So, in this, we are basically taking some verses and seeing how we can use those as spellcrafting. Let me get this there. Okay. I want to fix my mic over here and bring my coffee over here. Okay. So, I do apologize if this is coming in a little bit late. By a little bit, I mean a day. Um, little background on this is I did get the bookshelf in the closet. I had to completely dismantle it and reassemble it, basically putting the ship in the bottle. Um, so that was a chore and a half, and I'm still I still have boxes. That's why you're not seeing like the full view, and you can see one right over here. I have boxes everywhere over here, and I basically, because of the way the computer and desk in here is set up, I couldn't even get to my computer because there were so many boxes. So now I have everything at least organized enough that I can get to the computer to make videos. Anyway, let's go through some of the particulars before we go any further. If you're not yet subscribed, if you're part of the 20 to 30% of people who watch these videos and are not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button right over here. Hit that bell notification. YouTube might tell you if I upload a video or not. Who knows? You know, it's the YouTube. We're just going with that. Leave a comment, especially if you hit the dislike button. Leave a comment. Let me know what you dislike about this. If you like these videos, still leave a comment, but hit that like button as well. It helps appease the algorithmic gods of YouTube. All hail the algorithmic gods of YouTube. So, today I'm going to bust out, like, you know, most of the videos for this week. So, yeah. So, if you see me wearing the same outfit for multiple videos, actually the next one you're not going to see me in this. I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to do a thing. So join me on Tarot Talk Tuesday for that. Yeah, we are going through a tarot deck. It is not the Three of Wands like I was saying before. It is a specific tarot deck that I think fits this coming month of June. I think it fits it very well. Anyway, we are going through the Bible here, and we are going to pick out a couple of verses. Some of these verses, it's going to be hickledy-pickledy, just picking out some verses here and there, and see how we can use these in spellcrafting. These are some verses I've already picked ahead of time, so let's go ahead and get into it. The first one that I want to bring up, and that's my reminder to work on the witchy room, which I did this morning. So I'm a little ahead of schedule here. It's great. I love that feeling. Okay. In Genesis, let's see, where is it? There it is. Okay. Genesis 2, verse 7. God formed man from out of dust, and this is coming from the Orthodox Study Bible. So if your version varies, that may be what it is. It reads, God formed man out of dust from the ground and breathed in his face the breath of life, and man became a living soul. Okay, so I want to take that part of the breath of life and man became a living soul. And I also want to go and put together the the timeline here that we have of a breath being a life-giving entity. So, with that, I want to go to chapter 7, verse 15, where it's talking about Noah entering the ark. Entered the ark with Noah, 2 by 2 of all flesh, in which is the breath of life. So here we see that there is a generational teaching of this breath of life being a gift. And it can not only pass on from deity, but which in my view, the God of the Old Testament is separate from an ultimate being, but still has a spark of life, a breath of life that was inherent in them and has passed that on to humankind and, in this case, animal kind. So we see that this breath of life can be transferred into not only other human beings, but also into other beings. We don't see it in non-sentient beings, such as, let's find something here. We don't see it mentioned in non-sentient beings, such as a rock. So I don't think there is a reason to say that there would not be the capability of a breath of life being given to a rock or a pendulum, which I found my pendulums, guys. So, hold on. I found my pendulum, y'all. Still trying to demasculine my verbiage. So, yeah, I found my pendulums. There's my 3 pendulums there. And then I have this one here that I made. So, yeah. Found my pendulums. I don't see a reason why I could not give the breath of life into these pendulums. So, maybe something to do in your spellcrafting is quite literally give the breath of life to them. So let's say, reach up here, and I have my study incense here that I did a video on. So if I want to give the breath of life, to give that blessing of a breath of life, I can just simply breathe into it. Oh, that smells so good too. But that is one thing that we can do in our spellcrafting, is breathing into something, giving your essence and passing that essence on to a non-sentient being, such as a pendulum, and just breathing on it and transferring that energy into it, giving it that intention. And that's what I have to say on the breath of life. Another one that I wanted to talk about that I have not really reviewed since I originally saw it in here and is in the Psalms. Excuse me. In Psalm 3, and if you are not aware, the Psalms are huge for spellcraft. So you can go through the Psalms and you can pick out different Psalms here and there of, what they can and cannot be used for, or what they should or should not be used for, this and that. And there are books. I have a little tiny psalter that is nothing but the Psalms and what they associate with. I did not look this one up, however, and I probably should, because I actually make notes in my Bible as I'm going, if it's good for spellcrafting. Let's see if I can get it in the picture here right there. See, I put on there spell working. Yeah. And at the top, I also put a little triquetra. So, anyway. So this psalm reads, O Lord, why do those who afflict me multiply? Many are those who rise up against me. Many are those who say to my soul, there is no salvation for him in his God. But you, O Lord, are my protector, my glory, and the one who lifts up my head. I cried to the Lord with my voice, and he heard me from his holy hill. I lay down and slept. I awoke, for the Lord will help me. I will not be afraid of 10,000s of people who set themselves against me all around. Arise, O Lord, and save me, O my God, for you struck all those who were foolishly at enmity with me. You broke the teeth of sinners. Salvation is of the Lord, and your blessing is upon your people. Now, with this one, if you are doing something that's a little bit more of a protection, I would say in one aspect, you could use part of this psalm as a protection. Say, starting in verse 4. Oh, but you can leave out the but. You can change these to fit. You, O Lord, are my protector, my glory, and the one who lifts up my head. And then you can skip down. Let's see. I lay down and slept. I awoke, for the Lord will help me. I will not be afraid of 10,000s of people who set themselves against me all around. See, this can be used as a protection mantra. You can use that as a protection mantra. Now, if you want to do something a little bit more baneful, not judging, you can use verse 8, which would be a perfectly good part of some baneful magic. Arise, O Lord, and save me, O my God, for you struck all those down who were foolishly at enmity with me. You broke the teeth of the sinners. Salvation is of the Lord, and your blessing is upon your people. You can use this in spellcrafting. Again, this is something that you would do if you were mixing up an incense. Or what I would do, and this is me personally, is I would say it as I'm grinding it up. And just keep on with that mantra. If you're doing a protection one, we can say, you, O Lord, are my protector, my glory, and the one who lifts up my head. I cried to the Lord with my voice, and he heard me from his holy hill. And just keep on saying that as you're grinding up those incense. If you're doing something a little bit more baneful, I, for one, would go counterclockwise. Arise, O Lord, and save me, O my God, for you struck all those who were foolishly at enmity with me. You broke the teeth of the sinners. And then I would continue it again from there. Arise, O Lord, and save me. That type of thing. If you are doing something a little bit more baneful, a little bit more attacky than, usual. Usually I like to keep it nice, light, and hearty. But sometimes a witch needs to throw down. And I'm not against that. So that is one that I would definitely use. I don't have another one here. Specifically, let's see if I have any in the New Testament. New Testament, I didn't find that many, or at least not so far. But I am starting to go through and look for certain things that can be used specifically as spellcrafting. I did start to go through whenever I'm doing my readings and whatnot, and underlying things that are inherently witchy. And that's something that I've been doing. But I thought I had another Psalm 1. I guess I don't. Here's another one that I just now picked out. This is in Psalm 4, verse 1 and 2. Yeah. You heard me when I called, O God of my righteousness. You strengthened my heart when I was in distress. Have mercy on me and hear my prayer. This is one that you can use whenever you're having issues with self-esteem or self-confidence and whatnot. Just sitting there in meditation. Usually I do this with a rock in hand or something like that. You heard me when I you heard me when I called, O God of my righteousness. You strengthened my heart when I was in distress. Have mercy on me and hear my prayer. This is calling for a mercy, a blessing from on high to be given to you. I probably would take out, you heard me when I called. I would just start it with, O God of my righteousness, you strengthened my heart when I was in distress. Have mercy on me and hear my prayer. This is something that I would say over and over, creating a mantra out of it and sitting in that until you have your pain eased, your burden kind of lifted from you. So those are just some things that popped out to me as I was doing these studies, and that I would like to impart on you. Hopefully next time I'm a little bit more organized on my delivery of these. This is one that I kind of did at the seat of my pants because yesterday I just couldn't get to the computer, quite literally could not get to my computer to do this video. So I already had them picked out as far as underlined and marked at the top of the page for spell work, but I didn't really go through what I was exactly going to say and whatnot. So anyway, sorry about the weirdness and the mess that this is. I am going to edit this down a little bit. So with that being said, join me tomorrow for Tarot Talk Tuesday, and I got a really good deck for you guys. So join me then, and until next time, may you have love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye.